of the questions I had was on the business broker CRM. I noticed that you had signed up for it, but then you hadn't logged into it for months and months. What's your feelings on that?
Well, I don't know that I don't remember signing up for it unless they sent me Lindy or James Wong or somebody may have sent me a link and said, "Here, check this out," months before they had it, but, I just told them I'm very invested in pipedrive. I have a lot of automations, a lot of custom fields, a lot of things that I've set up in pipedrive, so, I'm pretty committed to it, I'm not willing to change. The other thing that I've learned about Business Broker CRM is, I've been told that you either have to buy a website from them and pay a monthly fee for a website, or pay them to integrate it with your existing website, and I don't know if that's a one-time fee or they also charge a monthly fee on that, but, at the end of the day, I think that, uh, anybody who's doing business brokerage in EXP commercial is already paying a 250 technology fee and not getting much technology for it. So because all of our systems, they don't really have anything that really works well for business brokerage. So if business broker CRM is going to be charging an additional fee on top of the 250 fee that everybody's already paying, I think that they're probably not going to be here more than a year. I don't know how long the contract was that was originally signed with them. But if if you look at the track record so far, I mean, Agent Hub they had it for about a year and then they didn't renew the contract. I got burned by that, which is why I decided I did a lot of research before I decided to go with Pipedrive. Um, and I replaced, the other features that I was using in Agent Hub with other things. But yeah, Reonomy is just something that didn't get another situation where it didn't get renewed. So, in my opinion, at this point, my data is and my contacts, all of that stuff is far too valuable for me to have it disappear on 2 weeks' notice again. And so I'm keeping my CRM is going to be outside. I'm just keeping it outside of EXP. Um, for those reasons. So, and Pipedrive actually is pretty reasonable. In like I said, in my background, I have a technology background anyways of my first career. So for me, I wanted to have the ability to customize things, and Pipedrive's very flexible in allowing me to do that. So, um, Business Broker CRM, I've seen some demonstrations of it. They have some good features and all of that. Um, but that being said, if you have to buy other things in order for it to work, that's not helpful. It's just not helpful to me, you know? So
Yep. Can you use kvcore?
kvcore, I think that's residential. I don't know anything about it. Never seen it.
Okay, so what are you looking for in terms of business broker CRM features?
Well, in terms of CRM, I mean, I wanted the ability and the flexibility to create different pipelines. When you're selling a business, first of all, you have to go find business owners that want to sell. And then once you have their business packaged up and you're marketing it, and now you've got a bunch of buyers coming in that are interested in that business, because business sales are confidential. So all your marketing is done confidentially. So all those buyers are coming to you. So you need the ability to maintain different pipelines. One for you need in my opinion, I have one pipeline for referrals. Okay, I get a lot of referrals from agents at EXP Residential or EXP Realty, and oftentimes they'll call me up. They want to refer a business to me, but they don't give me the contact information yet. So I put them in a referral pipeline where I know who they are. I can follow up with them, but it's in a stage that says, I don't have the contact information yet. Okay. So there's different stages to things that you need for referrals. Then, once I do have, let's say or let's say as a business owner, I have a qualifying pipeline. So because I don't take listings until I have the financials, I can do a business analysis. I can talk to them about what I think I can market their business for, and they agree that we're in the same ballpark. So that's a whole nother set of stages in the qualifying pipeline where maybe I'm waiting for documents. So I've had an initial call, but I'm waiting for documents. Once I get the documents, now the analysis is going on. So I'm in the process of doing the business analysis. Then the next stage is having the conversation with the seller. And are we ready to move forward? If they say yes and they agree and we're on the same page, then the next thing is now I'm going to move them to a sales. Well, no, I'm going to do a rep agreement. So they're still in that qualifying. Once they sign the representation agreement, now I move them down to a different pipeline. Now they're in my sales pipeline because now I have a contract. Now they're actually for sale, or the business is actually for sale. So I just have all these different pipelines set up to keep track of everything. Which I don't, you maybe kvcore can do that and maybe it can't. I don't really know because I've never seen it. But I do know that a lot of CRMs that I've seen in the past could not really do that. I mean, they had, and I remember years ago using the CRM where basically every business had to be set up as a product, but then you only have one of it. And so if you have multiple buyers, but it wanted to go into some weird back order thing, which wasn't really applicable. So business brokerage is kind of a little bit different.
Yeah, one thing I wanted to add is as part of the monthly dues, you get to pick either realnext, buildout, or business broker CRM. So if you pick one, you have to drop the other two. Otherwise, you have to pay for it. I mean, you can always buy it independently.
And if you don't have buildout, because I wanted to check into realnext for a while, and they have me look at different things. And so what I realized though is if you don't have buildout, somebody can go to expcommercial.com and click on experts or whatever and type your name in and you still won't show up. So if they're trying to verify that you work for EXP Commercial, they can't even verify it unless you're with buildout because you just don't show up because EXP Commercial's expert list, right, is populated from buildout. So if you don't have an active account in buildout, you don't exist. So that's kind of an issue too. And they've known about that because I switched over to realnext for a while. I don't use either one, but I ended up switching back to buildout just so I would show up on their site if somebody looks for me, because otherwise you lose credibility, right? In my opinion.